Hello my convicts and convicettes, yes it is I, the Kappa Convict, bringing you guys and gals another game. Yes, we are playing the demo of Anthem, a new game that's soon to come out, whenever that is. I don't know, I never check these things, I should do beforehand, but there we go. So here we are in Anthem, the demo. We're going to try it out and see what we can do here. So I'm just picking obviously the beginning settings of what voice I want, just setting the game up and getting it ready. So I've played a little bit, well a fair amount of this actually, to know roughly what it's all about and how it plays, and it's been a game that's kind of caught my attention a little bit. But as with all these kind of games, you never, I'm never 100% into these kind of games. I don't really think these are my style of game. Even with Destiny 1 and Destiny 2, I didn't really get into them at all, so I didn't really play them that much. And this, to me, if I was to sum it up, is kind of like Destiny meets Iron Man kind of style. Obviously, you've got these really cool suits you go into, you can fly around and do the whole Iron Man thing, and they've got some super intense weapons that you can use. But in terms of the actual story, it's obviously going to be the same sort of thing. You go around, you speak to people, you got to do certain missions to get further and so on and so forth. And some things can be really taxing and really boring. And I think that's what draws me out of the game, is that it doesn't keep the intense action throughout. It's always, you get a lot of talking, you get some action, then you get a lot of talking, get some action, upgrading, talking, action, and the breaks in between is what probably breaks it down for me in terms of the way I like to play the game. But anyway, here we go. So this is the beginning. This is how you start out. So it's just obviously welcoming me, and how to control your Javelin, the Legion of Dawn edition, and obviously to say thank you. And obviously let us know that I think it runs over 3 or 4 days. I think it's already finished now. So welcome to Anthem. You've arrived back at Fort Tarsis, the center. I'm not going to go through all the little writings and stuff, but as you can see, you can't really talk to anyone in game at the moment. So anyone here you can buy stuff from, you can't really do that. I'm like, what? I've just started. Just having a quick look around, just have a look. Now, one thing I've noticed that is quite bad is the frame rate. I think it's 30 frames per second on PlayStation original. As you can see, I'm turning around just checking that out, and there is motion blur on that I do eventually turn off later on, as this is pre-recorded. So I'm just looking at some of the challenges, what I can do, just everything that I might need to start the game. One of the things I was trying to look for as well was a menu, for settings to change sensitivities and that. It's not actually in that option. I actually figure it out eventually how to do that. But off the bat, I don't know. I just don't know. So just having a quick look around, following the marker. Again, looking at my sensitivity and thinking, wow, it's very blurred when you turn. That's horrible. And here we go.
What have you been up to?
You'll love it. Okay, it's called the Manifold. Well, technically I call it the Manifold.
And it does what exactly?
For years, I'd heard of a type of shaper relic that was able to amplify and augment the qualities of other objects. Never encountered one, never knew anyone that had, but thanks to the Elysian manuscript, I think I know where one is. Right here in Bastion.
And you think it'll amplify and augment the power of my Javelin?
Precisely. Excited yet? Not to worry. Once we find the Manifold, get it working, you will be. Guaranteed. First, the Manifold. Then we boost your Javelin. You silence the Heart of Rage, and boom. Everyone lives happily ever after.
It's a little more complicated than that.
Details. I've sent all the particulars of the location to Faye. I can't wait.
So as you can tell from that, another thing I've noticed is the expression of people's faces. He just seemed so expressionless in his face from what it was actually saying, and the actual voice of the character seemed different, and I was like, what? That doesn't make sense. So as you can see, I've found the settings eventually. Turned off motion blur, because I hate motion blur. I was like, okay, well, everything else seems okay. It was just a motion blur that I really didn't want. because that is really annoying. So I'm just having a look through now to see what else I can change. Is there anything else I need to sort of change on here to make it a little bit better? But as you can see, I can't really find anything else as such. Just a quick look at the sensitivities here. It's like, well, do these need to be changed, or would they be okay? And eventually went, nah, I think we'll stick with it. So, as you can see, again, turning around, the frame rate of the game is very, very bad. Very, very poor. But obviously, with this being a demo, I guess we have to let them off with that. But hopefully, they will be running this with 60 frames per second, because that is not going to be a good game to play. At 30 frames is really, really harsh on the game itself for what the game could actually be. So, on my way now to my Javelin. So you can see in the background there, which is pretty cool. Now this is the fastest you run around on this, which again is probably my other qualm. I hate being slow. I just want to run, get there quick, get out of here, and go do some cool stuff. So here we are. So I don't know how to use my Javelin. So I jumped, and I meant to try and fly, and instead just dropped to the floor, did a little boosty. I was like, okay, how am I supposed to do that? So I started running, and boosted forward, and then I'm like, so that's what you're going to do to actually fly. Now there is a heat meter, as you can see on the bottom, that's heating up to red, and this will actually prevent you from being able to continuously fly. So as you can see, I've overheated, which has dropped me down. I'm like, oh great, I'm going to just get decimated now by these little dragon things. And while you're overheated, you can't physically do anything apart from move on the floor. So I was like, we're good, let me just kill these things, get them out of the way, and then off we go on an adventure. So you can see the flying on the game is actually pretty simple. It's not that hard to do. It was just the overheating at first, I think. I had to get used to the overheating. When it overheats, you've got to land. Something, obviously, this has been my first time actually in-game, so you will see a lot of times where I don't know what I'm doing. Like that, I'm trying to pick that up, but that's health. If you lose or get damaged to any health, you'll automatically pick that up, and you can replenish your health. And you'll find these other green or blue items on the floor, which are for ammo. Right, okay, I just need to go in here. And there we go. The notorious loading screen.
We use it?
You have to know how to activate it.
There's a Dominion camp close by.
So as you can see, I've pretty much got the flying up that I wanted it to do. It does feel a little bit sort of off-putting, just slightly. It needs to be probably a bit different, or maybe I could change the sensitivity just to be a bit more reactive. I felt like it was just slightly unresponsive, the flying. And at this point, we didn't know what to do. It's like, well, what do we do here? Do we just stand around and la-di-da-di-da, or what? So I'm just having a quick look around, like, is there anything else we can do? I'm supposed to go this way or not? And obviously the marker was showing the other way, so I was like, okay, let's go back the other way. Back out again. And there we go. So I'm not speaking too much, I'm just trying to let you hear the sights and sounds of the game and what it's like. Just to give you an idea. Now some parts of the game I really enjoyed. Obviously the The idea of being like Iron Man style, I really liked the game. That was pretty cool. One thing I noticed as well in this game, if you burst fire, you're a lot more accurate. And there you go, picking up some more stuff, taking a hit there on shield. Using some of my abilities as well, which that's R1 to shoot out a rocket. Eventually found that L1 you can actually throw like a bomb. But I don't know if I actually use that within this. As I wasn't too sure what I was doing at first. As with any new game, obviously take a little bit of time to get in there. Now I found out where my melee button is.
I'll look around for clues.
Some more beasties to get rid of. Give him a bit of a punch. Like, hey, that works. Give him a bit of a punch and takes most of their health off. And they're just picking up stuff if there's anything I could pick up. They're obviously telling me that the armor's undamaged anyway, so I'm okay. So at this point it's like, where's the next marker? Where is it?
We found some kind of voice recording.
Forced entry with a version of the monitor's device. One trooper entered vault.
There we go, using a rocket. I got my rockets down in this game. I was like, oh, I know how to use the rockets easy. Just keep shooting them with a rocket, taking them out with that.
We have not heard from the trooper inside.
Oh, more beasties to take on here. Trying this part to fly around and see what that does. And as you can see, you do overheat quite easy, so there is a lot of floor and air combat. It's not something you could just fly around constantly and just shoot at enemies or anything like that. You do have a lot of difference between both air and floor combat. It forces you to do both, which is fair enough. Obviously when you upgrade your Javelin, you'll be able to do more. But obviously for the beginning part of it, you do have limitations to what you can do. Now one thing I didn't know is that this, I took a major hit from that thing. It was like, geez, what is that? Absolutely battered my shield. And then apparently we're going to respawn into another area or something. It said that, I don't know. I'm trying to kill this dog and my health had just literally gone down at that point. It's like, oh my god, I am gonna so get owned in a moment if I don't get out of here. So I'm just trying to figure out where to land if there's any health. But this thing was absolutely destroying me. I was like, ah, health. Thank God for that. Let me pick this up, please. Heal me. So at this point, I know obviously I've got to be careful. No shield on. I'm vulnerable. Some more ammo. And here's the big turret. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna bash this turret. Why not? They seem to be doing the best. And there you go. Just absolutely decimated the turret to this point. And there we go. So in doubt, just go up and give it a good old whooping. Just punch it. So as you can see, I've still not used L1 at the moment, which actually is pretty effective against these flying ones. You can actually bomb them and it drops them to the floor, takes off the shield immediately. But if you look at the actual look of what it looks like, at first, it doesn't actually look like a grenade. It looked more like a cog to me. That's what I remember thinking. Is that just a cog? What does that do? So take out this big guy. Trying to hit him with rocket. He just vanished. I don't know. I must have obliterated him into space. But that was kind of weird, where the animation seemed to stop with certain characters and just stood still, and then it just vanished. It was kind of weird. And at this point I could see there was something on the green marker there, asking me to do something, but I at this point didn't know what the hell I was doing. And then obviously I noticed this was like, oh, hold on, I can interact with this. And at this point,
Sickness is in here.
Hang on. The Dominion have secured it. Stand by while I decrypt this.
as you can see there, we had to decrypt something in the game. The old hold your ground sort of situation as they all come in. At first I was trying to shoot the rift or whatever it was. I was like, what is that? Do I shoot that or what? Or do I stand here and guard this? I don't know. I think the closer you are as well, the better the signal, the more it goes up quicker. So it's better to actually stick with it, because as you can see the signal does go down the further away you go from it. So it's actually better to stand on it. Now at this point I was more interested in having fun and shooting stuff than it was actually looking at the actual signal. As you can see there, the signal's completely gone down now to nothing. I was just having fun. I was like, I just want to have fun. Let me just beat people up, punch them, kill things, get used to the mechanics, see what it's like, what kind of enemies you face in the game as well.
One signal. Now find the other.
Sending you the location of another Dominion camp.
And there we go. That was the end of them. I was like, what the hell is this shooting at me? This dude is dead. It's okay. My team got it. So now I'm just looking around like, where do I go now? Okay, over here. Let's go. And there we have it. Right, so I'm going to actually leave it here. I don't want to make this video too long for you guys and gals. Just to show off, obviously, Anthem, some of the things that they can do as well is freeze you, as you saw there. So I'm going to pause it here. If you want to see more of Anthem, let me know in the comments below. I have got some more footage of this game. The be all and end all of the game is, it's okay. I don't know if I will actually probably buy this game. It's not really my cup of tea. Like I said, it's more like Destiny meets Iron Man. It's kind of fun, but the whole storyline, just, you know, the whole idea you got to do this to do that, to do this to do that. It's like certain games such as Resident Evil always keep you in the action, keep you in suspense. But with this, when there's a lot of talking and the mechanics of the game, or the people just don't seem like they're physically talking, they just look like robots when they talk to you, with the jaw just going nah 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 nah. It's a little bit off-putting. Pulls you out of the immersion of what the game is itself. Let me know anyway what you think of the game in the comments below, and if you are in fact going to buy Anthem. But I'm going to pause it here. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe if you're new, tap that notification bell to be notified of all my videos, and you truly can be one of Kappa's convicts, or a convict for a lady. Like I said, this is pre-recorded, so I'm still going to be going at it as it was pre-recorded. But you know it is I, the Kappa Convict. I'm signing out, and as always, I salute you, and I will see you soon in possibly some more Anthem. Let me know in the comments, and bye for now.
Where's the Runa call?
The Scars took her. They took most of the Arcanists. I'll show you.
You're hurt. Stay here. I'll handle it.
Be careful. There's an Ascari leading them. Huge, dangerous. It's been making trouble.
A makeshift prison camp? The kidnapped Arcanists. The Scars have them in cages here.